Welcome to another Ryan Sports Views. Tonight I'm reviewing the quarterfinals of the 2021 Gold Cup and predicting the semifinals of the Gold Cup. First off, we will talk about the results of the quarterfinal matches, review them a little bit, especially the ones I wasn't able to cover on Saturday when TFC played. Then we'll talk a little bit about Costa Rica, Canada, and USA, Jamaica, but I covered those. And then the predictions. This shouldn't take long, but here we go. First off, Qatar versus El Salvador. Qatar 3, El Salvador 2. Qatar goes on to the semifinal. On Thursday will be the first one played at Q2 Stadium in Austin. Qatar, they were dominant for the first half, the first 50 minutes. Then El Salvador came back. They had a chance. El Salvador showed they had quality. They could come back, and Qatar does have weaknesses. Qatar is not good at the back. If you press at them and push at their defense, you will probably have a chance to score, as long as you don't sit back. And El Salvador went for the game to try to come back. So for their sake, I am not mad at the way they played. As in, they played well. They did better than I expected, El Salvador. I thought Qatar would just stomp them out. Now, it looked like I was about to be right until Rivas scored 2 goals. Which shows that El Salvador did pretty well once they made their adjustments in the game against Qatar. But Qatar has weaknesses. That's what we've learned. They do have weaknesses. They are prone to being CONCACAF. They are prone to having problems in defense and allowing goals. So with that said, it's possible the U.S. could figure this out and win on Thursday. It's not very out of the ordinary that they could win the game. They can, even with the C team that they have. But we'll get into that. I'll give you my prediction. Just wait. Next up, Mexico 3, Honduras 0. It's not as dominant as people would think. Mexico was good for 25, 30 minutes. That's when they scored their 3 goals in a 30-minute span. Other than that, Mexico weren't that great. Again, they did not impress me. They did not surprise me. They did not show me why they are the dominant team that people think they used to be in this tournament. They have not shown me anything. And by the way, Honduras was playing a C team due to corona positives and injuries. Only one really good player. 2, Davy Flores and Maynor Figueroa. That's it. That's it. So you're telling me that Mexico, I should be afraid of Mexico as a Canada fan, and Canadians should be afraid of Mexico. No. No, they should not. No, they should not. And I'll get into that as well. Mexico didn't impress me one bit when it came to this match. They had a good 30 minutes. That's it. They had a good 30-minute span. That is it. Other than that, that's like the best 50 minutes they've had in this tournament. There is nothing in this situation that could tell me, you know what, Mexico's back to being feared. No, I'm not afraid of Mexico. Honduras laid down. They knew they weren't going to win. And even then, they still played well defensively for most of that game. It was that 30-minute spot where Mexico scored their 3 goals that gave Mexico the win. And that's the answer. So there you go. Costa Rica, 0. Canada, 2. Canada dominated that game, and the scoreline flattered Costa Rica. Canada should have won 4-5-0. Now that's dominant. Now you're saying, Ryan, Lucas Cavallini, or as you like to call him, Mr. Fubar, got a yellow card. He's out for the next game. Steven Vittoria, yellow, out for the next game. Those yellows you got in the first game, Canada, could come back to haunt you. No, and I'll get into that. But Canada dominated against Costa Rica. They deserve to win by more. Costa Rica got outplayed by Canada. Canada were dominant. Canada proved why you shouldn't sleep on them, as I said. They got to the semifinal, Canada, for the first time since 2007. I was 7 years old, 7.5 years old, when they got to that semifinal. So, and if they get to the final, it's the first time they've gotten to a Gold Cup final since I was a month and a week old. February 27th, 2000 was that final in 2000. Born January 20th. A month and a week. 5 weeks old. 5. When that final happened. In 2000. In 2000. I was 7 when they made their last semifinal. I was 5 weeks old when they won the Gold Cup in 2000. So I've lived in a world where Canada has been Gold Cup champions before. It's crazy. But I could be living in a world in about a week where they're 2-time Gold Cup champions. And this time, I'll remember it fondly. But back to the point. And you know what? I believe they could do it. They were dominant against Costa Rica. I think they'll do good against Mexico, but we'll get into that. As I said, USA 1, Jamaica 0. Honestly, Jamaica's going to rue all their missed chances. I've talked about this one verbatim, ad nauseum. Topple Whitmore's a madman. He needs to go. And for me, USA had one good chance, one breakdown of Jamaica's defense, one header, that's it. That's all they needed. Jamaica rues their missed chances, that's why they're out. I've said it already, I'll say it again. There you go. That's the one I already reviewed in a review. So, there's your answer for that one. Next up, your predictions. Qatar versus the USA. I have Qatar 2, USA 3. I think USA will go with Qatar's defense. Qatar can score goals. But I think it'll be the third goal will be a penalty goal for the USA. Qatar gets CONCACAF'd. USA's not afraid to go after Qatar. It'll be tied close to the end. And then USA gets a penalty from VAR, CONCACAFing, and they win the game 3-2. Not really all themselves. The referees are probably going to help. But hey, I know there's going to be CONCACAFing in this game, and you all should know it too. Because I don't think the USA by themselves could, vanquish Qatar. But I know CONCACAF doesn't want Qatar in the final. They realized they screwed up by inviting them. They didn't know they were this good. So, 2-2, late on. USA gets a penalty in regular time around the 85th minute, and they shut it down because of CONCACAFing 3-2 USA, and they go to the final. Mexico, Canada. Mexico 1, Canada 2. Mexico has not scored very well in this tournament. I think they're going to fall back to sleep. They're going to sleep on Canada. Again, that's what they've done all tournament. They're going to play down to Canada. And this time it bites them. And this time, with Frank Stirring at the back instead of Steven Vittoria, Kamal Miller, Alistair Johnston, and Frank Stirring, I don't hate it. I actually think it's a better defense for Canada in this game. I really do. I really think that's better. Okay? Steven Vittoria would not defend well. He'd be like Omar Gonzalez, caught out every 2 plays. Every 2 balls in, he'd be caught out by Mexico. I think it's good he got that yellow card. That's strategic. It may not have been strategic, but it's strategic. Steven Vittoria is like Omar Gonzalez, except he has redeeming qualities. Which means to say that I don't trust Vittoria against Mexico, but I trust him against a lot of other teams. So, I just don't trust Omar, but that's besides the point. Canada scores 2 goals. I say Tesho Akindele proves why they called him up. He scores. And I say Stephen Eustachio scores a late free kick to win the match. 2-1 Canada. Your final will be USA versus Canada on August 1st. That is my prediction. Mexico plays down to Canada. And USA gets 2 goals. Or Mexico loses by 1 to Canada from a great free kick by Stephen Eustachio. And Tesho Akindele gets a goal. And he had a good chance against Costa Rica. So I believe that Eustachio and Akindele could score. Akindele is where I was going with it. But there you go. So, if you like this video, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Go subscribe to my Patreon. $5, $10, or $20 a month. Anything is appreciated. Help support the channel. You'll be awesome if you do. Any support of the channel would be awesome. Subscribing as well. Comments. Anything. Do that. On Thursday, I have a USA versus Qatar live watch along reaction. Canada versus Mexico RSR. Nothing till then. So let's go. A little bit of a break. But let's go. I'm Ryan. I'm out. Peace.